This video, baby, is going down tonight. I need everybody watching. If you rock with Nino Brown in any kind of way and you're waiting on your miracle, I need you to share this video, baby. I need you to share this video. I need you to tag somebody in this video. I need you to put this in your group message. I need you to send it to your mama. I need you to send it to your hating ass daddy. I need you to send it to your baby daddy. I need you to send it to somebody, baby, because I'm gonna wake them up. It's a lot of people that think success come overnight. It's a lot of people think that just because you've been doing something for a long period of time that it's supposed to come overnight, baby. But I'm here to tell you that a man that builds his castle is richer than a man that's giving his castle. You got to build it, baby. And you got to build it, and you got to pick up a hammer and a nail and keep drilling it, baby, until it comes. It ain't gonna come when you want it to come. It ain't gonna come overnight, baby. It's gonna come over time. I need y'all to share this video, baby. If you're rocking with Nino Brown in any kind of way, if you support Nino Brown, baby, I thank everybody that's sending super chats. I thank everybody that's donating to my channel. I thank everybody that understand what I'm saying and resonate what I'm saying and understand that I'm moving forward with God's plan, even though the enemy trying to stop what I got going on, baby. I'm gonna keep going on. And I'm going strong. If I know the enemy can't take it, there's no daisy holding on. I need everybody to share this video, baby. If you rock with Nino Brown right now, baby, it's going down. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You ever wonder why I always say that the graveyard is the richest place on planet Earth? I'm talking about it's richer than the banks. I'm talking about it's richer than the hedge fund. I'm talking about it's richer than all the casinos and big mob style gambinos. I'm talking about the graveyard where they lay you to rest. Because what you got to understand is this, baby. When they lay you to rest, they lay your dreams to rest. They lay your ambitions to rest. They lay everything that you should have did and could have did or would have did, but you didn't do. They lay that to rest. So many people have died with ambitions in their head where they want to invent the next Apple and Jeff Bezos or Amazon or Steve Jobs with the iPod or Bill Gates with the Microsoft. It's so many people had these ambitions in their head. It's so many people that was ready to do what they told to do, but they wind up being scared because they let their better half talk them up out of it and they ain't want to interfere with their relationship, so they put somebody else before them. And so many people die with inventions in their head. It's so many people that die with film in their brain and they never overcame the fear to put the films on the lane. You understand me? So you could go to the movies and watch it. And so many people die with music that's better than the music out here, but never got a chance to produce that music because they died with fear. There's so many new businesses that died in the casket with people that never got started because they got them procrastinated on their gifts, procrastinated on their dreams. There's so many people that died in the fear of people thinking about things about them. What if they thought this about me if I started and I failed? There's so many people die in their dreams with the hell. There's so many people that died with their dreams and gave up all because the excuse every time they found the excuse every time they got started. They wanted to go party. They wanted to go hang out. They wanted to goddamn talk about their kids being in their way. It's so many people that died with the opportunity to start and they had the will and the skill, but they didn't have the thrill and they let somebody else get in their ear and they didn't penetrate that hate, baby. I'm here to tell you there's so many people that died in the graveyard and took their dream and ambition with them. There's so many people that died and they allowed that 9 to 5 that they live on to get the best of them. There's so many people that died that allow their kids to stop them. Oh, I got this kid, this daughter, this son, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to run. I don't know how to let my dream run because the baby daddy ain't there for me. There's so many people that let their dreams die because they ain't have no other source of income. They ain't have no weight. They had the will, but they ain't had the weight. So they gave up. And they stayed. There's so many people that died, baby. Understand what I'm saying? They let that marriage get the best of them. They let that marriage tear down their self-confidence. And so many people went to the graveyard and died. We would have had the best, the biggest Amazon. We had the real Amazon. There's so many black people that died that had a chance to pass the stuff that goddamn Jeff Bezos put out there. There's so many people that died that had the chance to create the first electric helicopter or something like that. Man, you don't know what kind of inventions they got out there in the human brain, because whatever a man thinking, that man can achieve, but they died because they got scared. They allowed that 9 to 5 to get in their head. They allowed them kids that they had to stop them. There's so many people that died that was in a bad relationship and they were sleeping with the enemy, and that woman that they were sleeping with, or that man they were sleeping with, was telling them that they can't be shit. They ain't gonna do nothing with their life. They gonna struggle. They ain't got the will or the sacrifice. They ain't got nothing. So they died with that because they believe that what that woman said about them. Oh, you just like your daddy. You just like your mama. You ain't gonna be nothing because we ain't be nothing. Let me tell you something. There's so many people that died because they gave up. They got scared. Or they ran out of gas. Or they wind up being on their ass. Right? I'm telling you right now. Let me tell you something. The worst thing you could ever do in life is to give up on your dream, or allow somebody that gave up on their dream to convince you that you should give up on yours. And the worst thing you could do in life is to allow somebody to get up in your ear and plant that fear, plant that scarcity, plant that fear. I know I'm using a big ass word. I don't care about what you say about me in the comments. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Long as you know what I'm trying to say, you get them people up in your ear and they getting that scarcity up in your ear. They getting that fear up in your ear. They telling you things, you understand me, to penetrate your brain and make you get blindfold with the dream or the story that God told you was for you. There's so many people that give up on it. And the worst thing you could do in human life is to allow somebody to convince you to give up on your dreams because they done gave up on theirs. The worst thing you could do in life is to allow somebody to turn your sky into a ceiling. All because they sky turned into a ceiling. They too old. They too slow. They family ain't shit. So they trying to tell you you ain't gonna be shit without realizing it's possible. Without realizing that you was born to break a certain barrier. Without realizing that you was born to be free. And that's bound, free without being bound to any constraints. I'm talking about free, baby. You was born to be free. They might be a slave, a worker without a vision. But you was born to be free. And they telling you you can't do it. There's some people that's in your life right now and they dream killers. You a dream chaser. You moving closer to your dream. You chasing behind the dream. But let me tell you something. They getting up in your ear, killing your dream. Man, you seen what happened to the last person that tried that? You seen what happened to the last person that did that? You can't do that. You ain't gonna do that. Your daddy ain't did it. How you gonna do it? There's so many people that's trying to kill your dream, baby. But what you don't realize is you came to be the first one to break the barrier in your family. You came to be the first one to set a new standard in your family. You came to be the first in the family, the first millionaire. the first musician, the first supermodel, the first goddamn inventor, the first movie producer, the next Tyler Perry. You are the next, baby, but you the first in your family, baby. Share this video, baby, if you know you're going to be the first. Put 1111 in the comment right now. If you know you're ready for what God got for you, type 1111 in the comments right now. If you're ready for your miracle, type 1111 in the comments right now, because you're going to be the first. Trust what I'm saying, baby. You're going to be the first in your family to achieve the unthinkable dream that nobody thought could ever be achieved. You're going to be the first in your family that actually do the things that they thought nobody in the family couldn't do. So I'm going to tell you something. I want to teach you something about life. Everybody in the world knows exactly how much money they got in their pockets. Everybody in this world knows exactly how much money they got in their bank accounts. Everybody know how much money they got on their goddamn credit card. But don't nobody know on planet Earth how much time they got left. Don't you ever allow the doctor to fool you, to tell you that you only got a week left to live. He ain't God, baby. Don't you let nobody named Dr. Fauci, Fauci, whatever his name is, don't let him tell you about what you need to do, because he ain't God, baby. God is the first, the last, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, and he ain't never gonna let no man overtake him. Let me tell you something. Everybody on planet Earth know how much money they got, but don't nobody know how much time they got left. What if you hit the lottery and became a multi-millionaire? I'm talking about the richest nigga on the block. What if you became the richest nigga in your city, but then only had a year left to live and didn't nobody? How would you feel? Would that money be worth it? One thing promising life, ain't none of us getting out of here alive. None of us ain't gonna escape paying taxes. None of us, if you got $1 million, you owe the government $400,000. Ain't none of us gonna escape with food on our plate. We can't maximize any kind of funds when we die. All we could do is take our memory banks with us, but everything else gonna be left behind. So what if the doctor came in the room and told you you were about to die, but God added years to your life, and you believe this doctor say your daddy about to die, or you about to die, or some kind of way you finna pass, man, and the doctor goddamn walk out the room and you sitting there panicking, you turn into a warrior, not a warrior. You end up worrying instead of fighting like a warrior. And God bless you with some added years on your life. So many years that you outlive the doctors that told you that they dying left or right. They calling you. Remember the doctor that told you was finna die? He just died. Remember the nurse that walked in the office and told me that I had to get out because they had some breaking news for the family? She done died. And you passing them up. And you're outliving them, baby. What if? What if you were actually in your last days right now and you procrastinated on your ambitions? You played with your life. You ain't take nothing serious. All you want to do is play and say, I'm going to start tomorrow, and I'm going to start next week, and I'm going to start next year. Next year, I'm going to launch my business. Next year, turn to 15 years. Next thing you know, you're 15 years older, and it's too late because you're too slow and your money too low. What if you were dying tomorrow and you didn't know you was about to go? And you had this dream in your head that you never got started on, and you told yourself one day I was going to do that. What if these was your last days and you never attempted to start on that dream, or work on that business, or work on that music, or start that podcast, or get up off your ass and own your own home, just to feel like what it feels like to own your own home, baby? What if? What if God put it in you to become the next big investor, but you had to go around and learn how to open your own business first so you could learn how to run a business, and then you start making money, and then you get enough money that you could invest something in somebody else? What if? Because one thing for sure, baby, can't none of us take a dollar bill out of here with us. We leave that money behind. It don't matter how much money you got. I know some billionaires that work their whole life to get their wealth. And before they died broke. And that was their goal. Just to get rich. And then give it all back to the people that need that shit. What if? What if you procrastinating on your ambitions and you don't know God finna call you home and you got one shot to do it, but you ain't never take life serious? What if? What if you live bitter and angry and deep regret that you never got started soon enough to become the things that you wanted to become, and show your mama that you weren't dumb? She calling you dumb just like your daddy. You ain't gonna be shit just like your daddy. You ain't never gonna have nothing just like your daddy, but you got a chance right now to show her that you're right. But you're sitting up believing what she telling you, but you ain't gonna be shit, but be just like your daddy. You sitting up believing your daddy when he telling you you gonna be just like your mama, a hoe just like your mama. He can't stand your mama, so he can't stand you. So you sitting up believing that. You're sitting up believing your regular ass cousin talking about her relationship ain't working. So you starting to look for reasons that your relationship ain't gonna work. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's the chance for you to be happy. Right now, it's the chance for you to find peace. Right now, it's the chance for you to find joy. I'm going to tell you something. The devil came to kill, steal, and destroy. Kill your happiness, steal your peace, and annihilate your joy. He can't stand to see you happy. He don't sleep and he don't watch TV, and he never take a day off. He coming. What if you was battling the enemy the whole time because he knew that you had another big blessing on the way, and he had to get in the way so he could stop it today? What if? What if you woke up one day and you just bitter and angry because you ain't started soon enough? You procrastinated your whole life. What if you spent your whole life compromising for others over yourself? You put people over yourself all the time. What if you always put people before you? You always lending them a shoulder to lean on. You always giving them money. You always stooping down low for people to let them lean on you. But when your ship started to tilt, ain't nobody was there for you. What if? All this good you doing for people, but you ain't do nothing for yourself. You never rewarded yourself. What if your ship started to tilt? Who gonna be there for you? Because you never know who there for you till you go to jail or you get sick. So don't think that these people around you, because you got a couple dollars, they really there for you. It ain't about you, baby. It's about the it. Because without the it, to them, you ain't shit. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that's laying there in their last moments right now in their deathbed, baby. And they about ready to check out. And they sitting there in pure anger right now. Because all they ever did was choose other people over them. They served other people for their whole life and nobody ever gave them nothing. Nobody ever never did nothing for them. They took care of kids their whole life, and when it was their time to be taken care of, the kids stuck them in the old folks' home and walked away. What if? We get that your grandma might be a burden and you can't handle it and you stuck her in the old folks' home, but go visit her. Go see her 3 times a week, 5 times a week. Go pray with your grandma. Because I'm going to tell you something about grandma. Grandma was born in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. That's the last era of a real black woman. These new babies, they got to order Boston Market for Thanksgiving. Grandma got in there and made a sweet potato pie from scratch. Grandma got in there and make a turkey from scratch. Grandma make them chitlins from scratch, baby. Grandma was ready while you was in the Chevy with R. Kelly. She was ready while you was in middle school, high school, going out there on your lunch break, messing with Tom and Jerry. Grandma was ready, baby. That's the last era of the real black woman. The 50s and the 60s, where they was raised on principles, where they was raised with real love and real guidance, where they was raised to teach and goddamn preach the truth. That was the real era of life, baby. Them days over. Let me tell you something. What if you always chose people over you? Failing to realize that the letter in the alphabet, the letter I, come before the letter U in the alphabet, in the spelling bee, or any kind of sentence you put it in, the letter I come before you. Why you putting people before you? You always compromising. You always giving people more than what you got. What if this was your last days? You got to start living like these your last days, baby. Because obviously you see what they trying to make you do. Y'all see what they doing with that. Now I ain't against nobody that went and got that bop, 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 bop. But I'm going to tell you something about that bop, 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 bop. It's sounding too much like the mark of the beast these days. Because God said in the last days, no man will be able to buy or sell or eat or do anything or dwell in this world without the mark of the beast. Don't that sound familiar about what they trying to do with that bop, 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 bop? Don't that sound familiar? In these last days, you can't even get a job. What if these was the last days? Everybody always say, they always doubt God. He ain't coming back for me. He ain't coming back for you. Everybody since I've been born to my God coming back. Let me tell you something. When God come back, he coming back like a thief in the night, baby. He coming back like a knight on a white horse. He coming back, baby, and he gonna surprise all the doubters and non-believers. He coming over time and not overnight. Don't no man know the hour. Don't no man know when he got to go. Don't no man know when Jesus coming. But just know Jesus is king, baby. And Jesus is real, and he coming back. That's why these people trying to manually end the world with that ba 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 ba. And I'm gonna tell you something about that ba 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 ba. I ain't mad at nobody that went and got the bop, 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 bop to feed their family, but the agenda these people pushing to make you go down there and stand in line in order to put bread and wine on your table for your kids to eat, that's an agenda. Because ain't nobody telling you to take vitamin D. Ain't nobody telling you to take vitamin C. Ain't nobody telling you to drink your apple cider vinegar, your black seed oil, or none of that. They tell you go get that bop, 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 bop. And you standing down there, ready, stick me, baby. I ain't finna be broke, but God said, only a few. The narrow, the hell is wide. The road to hell is wide, but the road to heaven is narrow, baby. It's only gonna be a few of us. I ain't mad at you if you went and got that bop, 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 but just make sure you did it because it was on your terms. Not because of their terms. Because everybody affected right now. NBA, NFL, NHL, they trying to make the whole world go to hell. Let me tell you something. If you go get the bop, 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 make sure the bop, 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 bop is what you want to go get. Not what they tell you to go get. But what if you did that bop, bop, bop for your family? And your family wouldn't even do it for you. What if you was extremely close to something that you started, but you gave up because you couldn't see how far you had to go? What if you was about to pass over or die, and you sitting there on your deathbed and you realize, man, I came close to becoming a supermodel or a barber. I came close to becoming a superstar rapper or some kind of musician or anything that you wanted to come, whatever your admiration is or whatever your ambition is or your inspiration is or your motivation is, but you gave up because it was taking too long. What if? Let me tell you something. When people run a race, they normally start off fast, like a rabbit. They normally start off fast, but even in the Bible tell you the race don't never go to the swift, but they start off fast. And they running fast. And when they hit that midway point, they start to give out the gas a little bit and slow down because they still know they got a ways to go. And normally, people pick up the pace and run their fastest towards the end of the race when they see that finish line approaching. But in a marathon of life, only God knows how far you got to go to get to that finish line. What if? What if? What if you gave up before it was time? And God knows you was just that close to becoming successful. You was just that close from your miracle. You was just that close from your new house. You was just that close to your new and improved credit score. What if you was just that close from a promotion on your job and somebody walked in there and you want to cuss them out because they got a bad attitude? What if? I'm going to tell you something. In life, it ain't no finish line. And I'm going to tell you why it ain't no finish line. It ain't no finish line because success is never owned. Success is rented. You only rent success. You can never own success because your success gonna keep growing by every test you pass. The tests get bigger and the wants and the needs get larger and life get harder. So success is never owned, it's rented, and rent due every day. Every day you wake up, rent due when you trying to be successful. So what that tell you, before you give up on life, you need to keep running. Before you give out of gas and drop down on your ass, keep running. Because what if you in your last days and you dawned in life and it dawned on you that you spent your whole life running on a treadmill. You running on a treadmill. So let me explain what a treadmill is. A treadmill is when you exercise and you're running in place. You're going 40 miles per hour. You're going 10 miles per hour. But you're in place and you ain't going nowhere. You're standing still, looking like a goddamn fool. What if you spent your whole life running on a treadmill in life because you was in your city trying to be the man and they never supported you? And everybody coming to you. Your city ain't never embraced you. Your city ain't never support your potential. Your city ain't never gave you the glory in your hometown that you were looking for. And people came and told you, bro, you will make it if you take your ass to Atlanta. Sis, you will blow up if you take that idea to New York City. Bro, you will blow up if you go out there to LA. Them people gonna pick you up and put you in the film. But it never dawned on you to get your ass up off that treadmill and get up out your city and go make them millies. So you stay at home and you never reach your potential. Because you tried to keep it real with the niggas in your city that wasn't keeping it real with you. They wasn't keeping it real with you. They wasn't supporting you. They ain't like nothing you did. They ain't never push you up to be big. But you sitting there talking about, I'm a real nigga and I'm from this city. I'm going to die here. And you made them thousands that they gave you. You made them thousands. But if you would have had moved what sis told you to go to Texas, or sis told you to go to Oklahoma, or sis told you to get out of Oklahoma and go out there to Memphis, but then they start killing in Memphis, so they told you to move to Atlanta. And then when they told you to get out of Atlanta and move your ass to Baltimore, or take your ass to DC because you might go to the White House and be the first black president, you sat there and took it for a joke. And you made them thousands that city had for you. You made them couple $100. But if you would have moved, you would have touched millions of dollars. And your wealth would have been unlimited. But you stayed there. Because you failed to realize one good goddamn thing. A prophet is never welcome in its own home. They gonna hate you. They gonna dislike you in your city. They gonna try to kill you in your city. Why you wanna stay in your city? You know why? Because you think that's becoming a real nigga staying there, sitting there with them niggas. So you stayed there. Now you grow old. You turn into your 50s. You turn into your 60s. Now you're approaching 80 years old and you're full of regret. You're full of regret. What if you sat there and realized I stayed in my city too long? If I would have listened to dude, man, I remember Johnny. Old Johnny told me back in 1920 to take my ass to California. I would have made it big in the movies. What if them people would have listened to Harriet Tubman when she built that goddamn Underground Railroad? What if them people, you understand me, would have did what Rosa Parks did and sat in the back of the bus? What if? What if? What if we had more Martin Luther Kings out here instead of one? More people that got a dream. What if? What if we had more Malcolm X's that stood for something and ain't gonna fall for anything? What if? Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, what if? Because let me tell you something about God. Every day you wake up, you think it's automatic that you're gonna keep waking up, but you don't see the death toll in the U.S. rising every goddamn day. God ain't got to wake you up. He don't owe your ass nothing. So every day God wake you up, He blessing you. And every day He testing you. Because He trying to get you closer to the creation of what He made for you. He made you to do something. And He don't want you to take it to the grave. But if you don't release that gift, He gonna get you up out of here. Because you know why? You're taking space. He can make another you. He could make your brother, He could take your gift and give it to your brother. He could make a brother out of you. But you're sitting there and you're procrastinating on your ambitions. You're sitting there and you're procrastinating on your dreams. What if? What if you stayed in a failed relationship so long that you don't forgot that the relationship don't make you it ain't making you happy no more? What if you in this bad ass, negative ass relationship? What if you wasted the prime years of your life that you ain't never gonna get back with the wrong person, where you never was ever happy and you never got happy in life? What if? Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Right there. You in a failed relationship. Both of y'all growing up. Both of y'all getting old. You 60 years old. 70 years old. You're approaching 70. You're getting in your 70s, right? She don't look the same when you met her when she had that big old booty. And you don't feel the same about him when he had all that money. Y'all never had a friendship in the whole goddamn relationship. Y'all just have sex. That's it. Y'all just lay up and have sex. Yeah, that's all y'all want to do, hunch on each other. But now you done got too old. You can't even have sex no more. Her shit done dried up and your shit done shriveled up. It don't even want to get up no more. Niagara ain't even working for your old ladies. So now y'all sleep in separate rooms. You don't even want to sleep in the sheets with this woman. You don't want to even talk to this woman when you come out the room. You're looking at her trying to find your teeth. Let me put my goddamn teeth in. When will you see my teeth? I know your ass threw it out somewhere. You're cussing her out. But one thing about it, if you really rewind years back in your life, when you knew that shit wasn't gonna work, you knew it wasn't gonna work. People told you it wasn't gonna work. Your mama told you it wasn't gonna work, but you stayed there. You insisted that you stayed in that relationship, that failed relationship in your prime and throughout your life because y'all had kids together. So you was afraid to start over. Now your kids grown and you just sitting up miserable. What if? What if You on your last leg right now. And you gotta leave everything you work for to a woman you can't stand. What if you on your last leg right now, you gotta leave everything to a woman that ain't never served you or helped you or offered you no kind of comfort? What if? Cause one thing about a woman, she gonna outlive you for sure. She gonna live longer than you. But what if? You talking about these kids. Them kids grown, they don't even come visit y'all ass no more. See, 1 through 18, they your kids, but 18 through 75, they on their own, and it become a choice to go see mama. And it become a choice to go see daddy. They grown now. What if? What if somebody out here feeling me right now? If you're feeling me right now and you in a failed relationship and you know you need to get from around this nigga right now, type ready in the comments. If you know you with a no good ass woman right now that just use you for your goddamn money, she don't do nothing for you, type ready in the comments right now. I need to see red in the comments. I need to see red in the comments. I ain't going back in until I see red. Okay. Type 1111 in the comments. I'm testing everybody. I want to see. I'm going to tell you something. There's so many people that's miserable right now because they're afraid to be alone. But I'd rather be lonely by my goddamn self than to be in a relationship and be alone with somebody else. Because you knew you should have stayed single instead of let people use your time, your money, and your energy. You should have stayed by yourself, and now you done wasted time and energy. See, I'm gonna tell you something. The money, you can make that money back that they wasted. You can make that back. The energy could be restored and replenished with a little bit of sleep and taking a step back. But that time that person took from you, you ain't never gonna get that back. I don't care how rich you is, a poor man or a rich man can't never stop or turn back the hands of time. What if? See, I'm gonna tell you something. A nice body don't make a woman a good wife. And a bankroll don't make a man a good man. Looks don't display character. And no amount of money can make you real. Don't waste your prime, your 10 years of your prime. You're only gonna be 21 time and 31 time and 41 time. You're only gonna be one time 50 years old. And 50 ain't even old. 50 is the fruitfulness of life. You just touching the fruitfulness. You only gonna be that age one time. Don't waste the 10 years of your prime, of this decade, of this millennium with the wrong person. Don't waste another day with the wrong person. Stay single until God sends you the right fit for your life. Because somebody out there might not be in your city. Might not be in your city, Julian. Might not be in your city, LaVonda. Might not be in your city, Sam. But Sam, you might be married. I don't know. I see you on here. I see Tiana on here. Might not be your city. I see your King B. I see your Eat Fitness. I see your 323. I see your Chad Fudge. I see you on the real one. Shout out to my cuz. Shout out to everybody on here. I see you, baby. But the right person might not be in your city. Stay single till God sends you the right fit for your life. Let me tell you something. There's so many people that be on here talking about what they about to do with their life. There's so many people be on here procrastinating and holding back and restraining themselves. Shout out to the Prince family on here somewhere in the midst. I see you. So many people be on here. But guess what? Do me a big favor. Do me a big favor. Stop talking about it. Start doing it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Because I'm the type to come see about it. See, I'm going to tell you something. There's one difference between the thinker and the doer. It's thinking people that sit around and procrastinate and they be like, I want to jump off. I want to do this, but this, and then they find reason to talk themselves out of it. The doer, let Let me tell you something about the thinking and doing. The thinker's still sitting there. The doer gone. The thinker's sitting there talking himself out of it. Man, I don't know if I'm going to make it, man. Nobody else made it, man. Listen, man, they done failed and that one failed. But God probably put you as the only one to prove that it could be done. What if it was you? The thinker procrastinating, the doer don't even know what procrastination is. He don't even know how to spell that shit. Because he too busy trying to get it done. The thinker sitting there thinking about what if everything go wrong. The doer stepping out on a leap of faith and saying, I don't give a truck. I don't give a truck what happens. I don't give a truck if I fail. I don't give a truck, but I know what the goddamn thing. I ain't finna sit here and wait on it like the sinner doing. The sinner and the thinker and the doer is three different people. The doer just don't give a truck. The thinker is too scared to take risks. The doer already jumped off the cliff. The thinker sitting there, if I jump, I might fall on my face. The doer already jumped because he know that power shoot work. All he got to do is press a button if he get in a little danger. And God gonna make sure. God gonna make sure. Let me tell you something. The thinker is a warrior. Somebody that worry all the time. He worry, oh my God, he frantic, oh my God, this gonna happen and that going. The doer is a warrior. He look for the silver lining in every problem. That's the thinker and the doer. The thinker still sitting there contemplating. The thinker still worrying about what Satan finna do. The thinker still sitting up playing with himself. The doer getting missing and getting in action, baby. Let me tell you something. So many people that I know follow me, man, and they sit there and procrastinate about life. And they sit there and complain about the lack of connections they ain't got. They sit there and complain about the lack of money they ain't got to do the things they trying to do. But let me tell you something. If you show God the will, God gonna make a way. Make sure you show God you got willpower. Make sure you show God that you got willpower so God can show you his real power. Type red in the comments if you got the willpower so God can start to show you the real power. Type 1111 in the comments if you're ready for a new beginning right now. Type 1111 in the comments right now if you're ready to elevate in your life and get to a blessing. Type 1111 right now if you're sick of waiting and you're impatient. Let God know I'm sick of waiting. I'm finna get busy, God. You're gonna have to catch up to me. Let God know in the comments that you're ready. But let me tell you something while you're ready. One thing I'm gonna need you to do is stop spending your whole life chasing a bag. It's so many people that be on here and all they do is chase a bag every day. They chase a bag every day. They want to just chase a bag. Let me tell you something. Chase relationships. Foster relationships with people. Make connections with people. That's the real bag. It ain't about having a bag in your goddamn pocket all the time. It ain't about just having some goddamn money. Sometimes the biggest wealth you could have is just having energy. Not being tired every day. Waking up every day and still feeling like you 16, 17 years old. Let me tell you something. Sometimes the greatest wealth you could have is a bank of wisdom right here, or memories that you can't never forget, or stories that you could teach people and people could learn from you. You understand me? That they ain't never gonna go through the things you went through. Let me tell you something. Some of the best wealth you could have is just having a troubled past and knowing that you climbed up out of that and now you're going forward with your life and you're moving forward. Let me tell you something. What you got to do in life is this. Hang around people that look more like your future rather than your past. They got to look like where you're going, because you don't know how much time you got left. You know how much money you got left, but you don't know how much time you got left. So if a nigga on chasing hoes and you ain't on chasing hoes, that nigga shouldn't be around you, because you ain't got time to be chasing hoes. You don't know how much time you got left. If a nigga on gambling and you ain't on gambling, tell that fuck nigga go gamble. You ain't on that. Only hang around people that represent what you represent. Don't go back the way you just came from. If they ain't on what you on, they shouldn't be around you. Strippers hang around strippers. Niggas hang around niggas. But one thing for sure, if you really trying to grow, what you gonna have to do is get around people that's just like you. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. The older you get, the more you gonna start to realize you ain't got no desire to go back into that street shit. You ain't got no desire to go back into the drama that they bringing out there in the life. You seen that your whole life. Now you trying to be happy. Now you trying to find joy and peace. You don't want to be on the scene no more. The older you get, you start to realize that you don't got time for conflicts and trouble. You ain't got no time for intensity and all that goddamn pain bring the enemy bringing. You ain't got time for that people calling your phone with all kind of tea and gossip about what this person got going on and that person got going on. You got your own shit going on. So you ain't got time for what they got going on. All that drama, conflict, negativity, and intensity, you ain't got time for that. All you want is to be in a cozy home, in a big bed, getting good head, eating good food, surrounded by people that love you when you get older, baby. You don't care nothing about no designer clothes. You don't care nothing about no silver and gold. You don't care about none of that, baby. All you care about is if they got some hot food on the stove, baby, because you've been chosen. Understand what I'm saying? When God called you, when God done woke you up, and you done start to get older, you get past some of the things that people ain't past yet. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. It's some people that's gonna talk about you. It's some people that's gonna talk about other people. It's some people that's gonna do things, you understand me, that you don't approve of, but they shouldn't be around you. I'm gonna tell you something. It's some people gonna talk behind your back and call people and talk about people about you. But let me tell you something. Them same people that talk about you, if you put them in the same room with you, watch how friendly they get in your face. They talk all that shit behind your back. But when they get in your face, look how friendly they get. Oh, where you been at? How you been? But when you step up out the room, they all whispering. See, I'm going to tell you something. They'll whisper your success, but they'll scream and talk about your failures. Don't worry about what they talking about, baby. They talk about Jesus Christ. They talk about Martin Luther King. They talk about Malcolm X. They talk about LeBron James. They talk about Tom Brady. They talk about anybody that's doing something great. They talk about Barack Obama. They talk about Osama. They talk about your mama. But let me tell you something. They never said it in their goddamn face. And the stuff that they said about them people, that ain't stopped them people, you understand me, from growing and going to a place that they was trying to go in life. They used that as motivation. They used that as inspiration to become what they trying to become. What if you was on your last leg in life and you sitting there wondering and worrying? You sit there frustrated because it's taking too long. You sitting there impatient, waiting too long. You waiting on God, but God say all you gotta do is jumpstart yourself, and I'm gonna keep you going. I'm gonna put a little bit more gas in your tank. Let me tell you something. It's time that you start to live life like you don't know what's finna happen. Cause don't nobody know the hour. Don't nobody know the day when God finna call you home. You just like Michael Jordan with a ball trying to get to the hoop. It's so many people. Family issues coming against you. Financial burdens coming against you. Bills coming right now. Your goals and your dreams are on your mind, but it's so many people that's around you trying to block that ball from going in the hoop. Drama, haters, family issues, financial burdens, your negative ass husband, your ex won't leave you alone. Let me tell you something. When you trying to be great in life, you gotta stay focused on your ambition. You gotta stay focused on your inspiration. You gotta stay motivated even when they start hating, because it ain't gonna be easy to do what you're trying to do. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When you're trying to be successful, you're going to lose a whole lot of friends when you get serious about your life goal. You're going to lose a whole lot of people that's close to you when you start to say, you know what, that smoke ain't for me. You're going to lose a whole lot of people when you don't want to go to the casino with them no more. They're going to walk away from you because it was about the casino. It wasn't about you. You're going to lose a lot of people when it come time to go into the strip club and you don't want to go no more. But let me tell you something. Ferraris, Bugattis, Ducatis, and all kind of exotic cars. Bugattis only got 2 seats and buses got 30. There's a reason. There's a reason. Because when you get serious and you start to sacrifice from doing the things that you used to like to do, but you don't want to do it no more, it's going to trouble some people that's still stuck on the bus, that want to ride on the bus and hold on to stuff. But bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. Dragging all them bags like that. Let me tell you something. A Bugatti got 2 seats. Everybody can go. And when you see a Bugatti, you never see a man ride with another man. You see a man ride with his woman. Because sometimes the realest nigga on your team be your woman. Let me tell you something. Stay focused on where you're going in life. Because everybody can't go. Everybody cannot go. It's very important that you get around people, man, that teach you. It's very important that you get around people that inspire you to higher heights. It's very important that you get around people that push you to greater levels and shake you from around that devil. It's very important, baby. Life ain't gonna be easy. But what if you in your last days? It's gonna be hard to wake up one day and all your dreams stand around and you word to Les Brown. All your goals stand around you. And you in this dream and you finna check out. And they ask you, just imagine you on your deathbed right now. And you wake up and it's nobody in the room besides your goals, your dreams, and your ambitions and inspirations and motivation. And they ask you, Lavonda, Lala, 323, John Tate, why you ain't never get started? The variant, Ladarius Collier, why you ain't get started? Why you ain't use me? I was right here inside you, why you ain't use me? Your motivation standing there. You never activated me. You always been hating on people. You always felt doubt about yourself. You never activated your inspiration standing there looking at you. Why you never was inspired, but you was inspired to watch television. You was inspired to eat out all the time. You was inspired, you understand me, to go blow money, but you were never inspired to go get you some money. Why? So I'm going to tell you something. That'll be a painful situation to wake up and face these things that you had inside you that you didn't even know you were there because you never activated it. Let me tell you something. What if you're on your last days? See, I'm going to teach you something about life. Some days you're going to be broke. Some days you're going to be unhappy. Some days you're going to be treated bad. Some days you're going to have jobs you don't like. Some days, you understand me, where you're going to stray away from God. But let me tell you something. You need them broke days so you can learn how to budget your money. You need to go through them broke days where you ain't got no money and you're broke and you ain't got it like you used to have it. You need that so you can learn when you get some more money how to budget your money. You need people to treat you bad and do you wrong so you can appreciate being treated great and being loved by somebody that love you for you. You need to have them jobs that you hated to work at. You need to have them jobs you ain't like when nobody ain't like you on the job and nobody working want to be your co-worker, be sitting next to you. Why you sit next to me? So one day you can wake up and do the job and do the work that you love to do, open that business you love. You needed to stray away from God. So when you come back or when you fall on your face, you wake up and realize ain't nothing better in the world than God. God is the greatest. God is undefeated. God will will save you. God will spare you. Type 1111 right now in the comments if you're ready for God to spare you. Type 1111 in the comments right now if you're ready for God to save you and you're tired of getting beat up. You need help, that enemy won't let up. Seems like every day you wake up is bad news coming to you. Type 1111 right now if you want that shit to stop. You're tired of it. Type 1111 right now. I'm going to tell you something. I don't want to see you going through what you're going through. But some people do. See, some people want to see everything going wrong for you because nothing is going right for them. Everything failing. Everything in their life is dropping and failing and they losing and they trying to take it out on you. They want you to fail so bad because they miss it. But let me tell you something. While they using their 24 hours to pray against you, you use your 24 hours to outwork them. So you could be harder. Because if they really hustle harder than the people that they hated on, they'll be richer than the people they hating on. See, some of us be hating on people we should be learning from. See, some of us don't realize that, you understand me, some people are a blessing in our life, but we use so much hate and frustration against them that we'll never really get to the juices that they got to offer. Some people. But what you got to do is understand one thing. You got to go through it to get to it. It ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy, baby. But keep going because God got a plan. The devil got a plot, but God got a plan. Make sure you stay on your rocker. Make sure you stay on that rock because God got a plan. Let me tell you something. He going to test you. It's going to be hard. The testing in life ain't easy. See, in school, they teach you the lesson and they test you on the lesson they taught you. In life, you learn the test first. You get tested first. And then you learn the lesson after the test. Keep going. Nobody said it'd be easy. But it's damn sure gonna be worth it. And you damn sure gonna live to talk about it. But keep going. I need everybody watching to hit that like button right now. If you watch it right now, the least you could do is hit that like button. You already ain't super chat and donate to the church. You ain't showed no love to the church. You ain't blessed the church. So the least you could do is hit that like button. That's the least you could do. That's free. I want to thank everybody for super chatting me. I'm flying somebody in on October 25th off YouTube. I'm flying somebody in actually next week off YouTube, one of my big super chatters and supporters. I'm going to surprise y'all and let y'all know who it is. They know who they are already. I don't want to release the names due to my safety and my, the way I move. I move very, very cautious with what my next move is. I'm going to just surprise you. But let me tell you something. If there's somebody on here been super chatting me and donating to my channel and making sure I have the right proceeds to keep this thing proceeding. So I chose them to come down. And I chose another one to come down the week after that for their birthday. I'm blessing people off my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel right now if you ain't subscribed. Because I fly my YouTube subscribers in. And one thing about it, before this all over, I'm going to meet each and every one of y'all on here. Believe it or not, we might be 50 and 60 years old, but I guarantee you, each and everybody that's watching going to get a chance to meet Nino Brown one-on-one or even work with Nino Brown because I am an investor. I met a guy named James Julian Van off YouTube. And now me and that guy is opening up a film department and we the business and now we doing films. So big that big companies and corporations are offering us deals to start up our company. We already got several offers and we only releasing 2 films this year so far. Well, one film will be released before Thanksgiving and the other film will be released probably the top of next year. Get the bag. Trust me. I find people off YouTube and I invest in them. I like to give back. I can't take none of this with me. No amount of money in my wallet, pocket, or bank account can go with me when I pass on. I want to give it all back. I want to give it to my kids. I want to give it to your kids. But the thing is, sharing is caring. And if you ain't supporting, you ain't important. Support the real, not the phony. Y'all support these fakes all the time. Y'all support people that you will never meet. But let me tell you something. When I was coming up and trying to make it, I ain't have a Nino Brown that'll fly me out. I ain't have a Nino Brown that'll meet me or want to get a chance to talk some wisdom to me or I could touch. I had to watch them people on TV and just imagine what it was like to be next to somebody or ride with somebody like that. You actually get a chance to talk to me and get next to me and meet me and call my phone, 786-310-3112. I pick up the phone all day for my supporters. You actually got a chance to book a one-on-one mentoring session with Nino Brown. Go to MrProblemSolver.net, MrProblemSolver.net. Support the movement. You actually got a chance to buy one of my merchandise shirts. Go to WeTheBusiness.com and get one of these shirts. Success comes over time, not overnight. How many people doing that? I understand times hard. I understand how it go. And if it is, it is. I'm here for you. But at the end of the day, supporting is very important in this world. Us as black entrepreneurs got to support each other like we support Gucci, Fendi, and Louis and people we don't know. We got to start supporting the people that we could possibly grow with. It's time that you come on as a supporter. It's time that you show love instead of hating on the people that supporting the real. You don't hate on Gucci. You don't even know the owner of Gucci. You don't even know the owner of Rolex. But you don't hate on them. But you quick to talk about somebody else and what they giving and what they donate. You quick to pocket watch. But you ain't worried about becoming a supporter yourself so God can keep blessing your hand. I ask everybody on here, if you can, send me a donation. If you can. I ask everybody on here, if you can, to cash out me. We the Business 305. That's my official cash out. WETHEBUSINESS 305. My picture will pop up. Show some love. And even if you can't, it don't cost you nothing to comment something positive. Type 1111. Every time you feel like donating, just type 1111, even if you can't. Every time you feel like donating and you can't, type ready in the comments. I'm ready. Type that in the comments. If you're ready for your miracle, let God know your heart and your miracle so you can manifest the things that you type in it as you read it. I go back and read every comment on here every night. Every time I post a video, I'm looking at my supporters. I need you to support the real. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody on here for giving. Even if I didn't get a chance to shout you out, I see you on here. I want to thank you for continuing to support my channel. But I'm going to be flying people in, man. And I want to thank you personally, take you to dinner and give you back something. Because it ain't about you giving me. It's about us giving each other. It's called reciprocity. God damn it, how you say that word? Reciprocity. Don't judge me. I ain't graduated college, but I did go to school. Talking about these big ass words. I ain't going to act like T.I. unpredictable. What is respectfully and all that. I ain't doing none of that. Disrespectfully. Reciprocity. Let's reciprocate the energy. Show love, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Y'all make sure y'all call me today, 786-310-3112. Y'all make sure y'all support the movement. Continue to support my YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all go to my page and like every video. And put the post notifications on so you see my videos, see my content. Thank everybody supporting the movement. Shout out to Julie and Van on here. Thank you so much. Shout out to goddamn Big Reem on here, Kareem. Shout out to Devarian. Shout out to all the real ones on here. Shout out to everybody watching, man. Thank you so much. God bless y'all. Have a blessed week. We the business.